bullion has backed off a bit from its 2-month high. Well, of course, we've got volatile equity markets. Is set to outperform other metals, and he has a few stock ideas for you. We're joined from Vancouver by Brent
Cook, the legendary exploration analyst and exploration insights. Brent, always great to see you. You say you've been kind of cool on gold prices for quite a while. You're warming up a bit now.
Yeah, I've changed my tune, I guess, starting late last year. Prior to that, I've been pretty negative on the gold price, but I see a lot of things going on right now in the the geopolitical issues, Asian demand, U.S. growth slowing, the Fed probably not increasing rates again. All those factors, I think, show that to me that the gold price is probably stabilized, and I've got a bet going with my friend in New Orleans that by the end of the year,
Mirasol Resources, what are they about? It's a prospect generator company. What they've done, it's a very smart guy running it. They've got $20 million in the bank. They've got a number of joint ventures in Chile and Argentina. They generate very big conceptual ideas, put the data together, and then bring in somebody else, in this case Yamana Gold, to test those ideas, looking for world-class deposits. So the advantage is we know it's so, our chances of any individual prospect coming up with a major discovery are low. But if you can spread your risk among a number of ideas and have someone else spending the money on it, your odds of success are a lot better. And it's really a game.
Sources, what are they all about?
$5 million market cap, doesn't trade much. I think, what I've seen in the 2000 bust and the 90 or the 2008 bust is these companies just get hammered. You can buy them for almost cash. They've got the money to last a couple of years, and your chances of a discovery are much better, and it just makes sense. So Evrim is one of those companies. Miranda Gold is one of those companies. Lara Resources is one of those companies. I think Millrock Resources, Eurasian. I think it makes sense to get a basket of these micro-cap companies and just sit on them and see what happens.
And where is Evrim's main asset?
They've got a bit of prospecting going on in Canada. They're mostly focused in Mexico. They brought on a top geologist who I've been in the business with, or in the field with quite a bit. He's discovered tuna mines, Alain Charest. They've got a new prospect they've just staked in the Sierra Madres. Visible gold at the surface, never really been drilled. So that's where they are.
Lara,
a couple of joint ventures too.
Sorry, Lara Exploration, where is their main play?
Mainly involved in Brazil, but he's also got projects ventured out in Colombia and Peru. Again, a very smart guy. He's been in the business for a long time and a survivor, if you will. And right now, for companies that can go out and stake ground or do deals on ground, the ground is cheap, and this is what they're doing.
We've got another name here, Millrock. Where are they active, Brent?
Okay, Millrock, again, same business model, generating ideas, bringing in partners to drill and test them. They're active in Alaska and Mexico, and they've also got a couple of joint ventures in Arizona with some of the bigger companies looking for porphyry coppers.
We're galloping through these. Let's get to number 5, Riverside Resources. Geographically, what's their focus?
Again, very similar to Millrock, in fact. They've got projects going, funded by partners in Western Canada and in Mexico. They've got something like $3 million in the bank, $4 million in the bank, $5 million market cap. I just see those as really smart ways to play the exploration game without a lot of risk.
And here's one for Shakespeare fans, Miranda Gold. Whereabouts are they active?
Okay, Miranda, same business model. They're active in Colombia. They've got a joint venture with Agnico Eagle. Smart guys turning up new ideas in a very prolific gold belt.
That's interesting, working with Agnico, because I'm trying to think, does Agnico have much in Latin America? I don't know if they even have any operations there.
Well, they do actually. They've got deposits they're mining in Mexico.
Okay, sorry.
They've got a number of projects they're looking at. I think they invested in Belo Sun in Brazil. Agnico is one of the few larger companies that is aggressively out there exploring during this downturn. It's an impressive group of people there, and having a joint venture with them, a partner, is great because they understand what discovery is about, and that it takes time to test your scientific ideas, and given that it takes money to do so, and so they're willing to give the money to the company to keep testing these ideas and refining their geologic concepts.
And I should ask you a verbal disclosure on Agnico. Do you own any, or have you been recommending it to readers, clients?
No, I don't own Agnico. My letters, like I think I've said before, about what I'm buying with my money. I don't get payments from me and my subscribers, seeing how we do. We've done pretty well, actually.
Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, it can be a murky world out there.
Leave us with a final thought. We've only 30 seconds. We need a gold price of what to really get the juniors flying again?
Well, really, to get things going, I think we need to see 1,1500. But I think more importantly, we're producing 90 million ounces a year. We're finding 40 million ounces a year. That 50 million ounce gap is getting bigger and bigger as time goes on. And companies that own or can find deposits to fill that gap are really going to be worth a lot in the future. That's where I'm going to focus, is on discovery, really.
Brent, always great talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Brent Cook, exploration analyst at Exploration Insights.